S. How's it going, everyone? This is my hello, and welcome back to Kingdom Hearts Blind, the bonus videos. So, I don't know if I'm going to flash something up on screen, but if I do, it shows, I guess, the last time I paused on video in this series, which should be in the last video. I just want you to compare and contrast a few things. Take note of the time, the money, and levels. Ready? Here we go. Take a look at the differences. Take a look at that. Just look at that. You may be wondering, how the hell did you get over-leveled? But at the same time, you probably know. Well, off-screen, I decided to do a bunch of grinding, mostly for items. And in the process, I gained a lot of levels, because sometimes some items required for item synthesis had a very low drop rate, which means I had to fight a bunch of enemies a bunch of times. So I also gave Goofy a bunch of EXP boosting accessories, which, stacked with each other made me, gain levels much more quickly. So now I'm at level 78. Goofy's at level 79, and I have a shitload of HP. Like, look at that. It looks phallic. Now, what have I been doing grinding all of these levels and items? Well, I've been heavily productive with the item synthesis side quest. Look at this. I've been busy. Like, this is where we started. But, yeah, I just fought a bunch of monsters a bunch of times. I finally figured out how to fight the mushrooms, so that's good, which means I was able to stock up on mystery goo whenever they were generous enough to drop it, which wasn't too often, even with Lucky Strike on. But I've been busy. I've got some awesome items in the meantime, and now I have the ability to make the Fantasista, which I guess is for Donald, the 7 Elements, which I guess is for Goofy, but I'm not interested in either of these. What I am interested in, and what I have done this side quest ultimately for, is the Ultima weapon for Sora, the most powerful Keyblade in the game. People recommended that I have the strongest Keyblade for the remaining bosses, so I got everything I needed. Thunder Gems from those green guys in Atlantica, Mystery Goo from White Mushrooms, Serenity Powers from that pink Agaricus from, I think, Deep Jungle, Stormy Stones from those painful Neo Shadows in, I think, The End of the World. Like, when I fought them the first time in that one bonus video, I had an easy time, but they're tricky to fight, actually. And Dark Matter, which I actually had to synthesize here, because you cannot find it anywhere else. And in order to synthesize Dark Matter, you also need to synthesize Mithrils, which means I had to be busy getting more Mystery Goo along with some Mystery Stones from the Pot Scorpion and Agrabah. I went all over, like literally all over, but now's the time to make this. Yes, so powerful. I don't think I have a lot of motivation to make the other two weapons for Donald and Goofy. Like, I know that those might be the best weapons for them, but I don't know. Especially because I've heard about other weapons that they can get through other means. So I don't think it's worth it grinding the rest of the items for the side quest. I mean, if I complete the side quest, what, do I get a trophy? I mean, I got what I wanted. The ultimate weapon. Now I am powerful. Look at this. Also, I should show off everything that I have, ranging from Cosmic Arts, Omega Arts, Crystal Crown. Most of these I crafted here. Donald, Moogle Badge I crafted here, Atlas Armlet I crafted here. Goofy, a bunch of stuff that I crafted here. Like, my goodness, I'm just crazy. Also, I've got a bunch of abilities that I think correspond to abilities that I would have gotten earlier if I chose the sword instead of the wand in the beginning of the game, because I'm getting more offensive abilities now. So that was what I have been doing. Well, it was like 2 nights worth of grinding. Each time it was like for a few hours, but it was okay, mostly because I was listening to a bunch of music and let's plays while I was grinding, so I was distracting myself before I went too insane. I just want to go to the 3rd district because I want to go to Merlin's place. But in the meantime, I want to show off how powerful I am. Look at that, look at that. Grafika can one-shot people. In fact, let me see how I can fight against these Heartless. Here's a Heartless. I said here's a Heartless. There we go, 1-hit kills, yeah. Maybe I could have done better with the fighting, but whatever. I had to grind with those dark balls in order to get lucid crystals because they were not generous with dropping lucid crystals. I know that there's a method of grinding lucid crystals through Bambi if you go to Hollow Bastion, but I think that was something I never figured out until after the fact. After I finished grinding lucid crystals, that I figured out how you're supposed to grind with Bambi. Yeah, I had to use summons a few times, mostly Bambi, but yeah. So, I was told, well, actually no one told me this. This is something I stumbled across online when I was looking at information about item synthesis. If I go to Merlin after learning all of the final stages of each magic spell, you know, Firaga, Thundaga, Blizzaga, Stopga, Kiraga, Eroga, and Grafika, then Merlin will give me something. This is not it, but well, there's something else that I've done off screen as well. You know those mushrooms? So if you use the same spell on them 3 times, they will give you items corresponding to that spell. So if you use Firaga or Fire 3 times, they give you Fire Arts. Now, all of them can potentially give you these 3, but I think, you know, white mushrooms will ask you to do Kiraga in specific locations only, like Deep Jungle, Agrabah, Atlantis, no, Atlantic I mean, and Halloween Town. So these are the arts that I got, and I think that was what allowed Merlin to give Goofy a shield, which I'm interested in. Oh, it lowers his strength, but I'm actually willing to do this because the thing is, Goofy is becoming more of a support character, especially with MP gift and evolution, so I'm willing to give that a shot, but if that doesn't work out, then I'll just change back to something like, you know, the Mighty Shield. Yeah, so it's like, okay, so here's the thing for getting all of the gas spells. Dream Rod for Donald, I assume. Alright, so let's see how this is going to be good for Donald. I assume it's going to be very good for Donald. Yeah, look at that, 14 magic. I mean, yeah, it's a good boost actually, all things considered. He doesn't need strength. Okay, enough stalling, let's get to the real point of this video. Let's go to Agrabah, because there is a Superboss there. And we actually encountered it before. So yeah, in this video I am going to take on Kurt Zisa, which I heard the name came from the fact that there was this contest related to Kingdom Hearts, and the winner, whose name was Kurt Zisa, got to have their, a boss named after them. So this is the boss we're about to fight. So here's a bunch of my stuff, the standards. I pretty much made sure to take, well, I guess I should put on Strike Raid? Should I? I mean, I think I was intending to, but I think all these abilities, well, I don't think I need Sliding Dash. Or Lucky Strike. I don't need that at all. I'll put Sliding Dash back on if it means I can also put on Strike Raid, because I don't need Lucky Strike anymore since I'm done with grinding for items. Yeah, so there's a Slap Shot, which I guess seems neat if I ever see it implemented. I assume I must have done it, accidentally without noticing, but yeah, sure, why not? A bunch of standard, support stuff for Donald, and, well, I don't think Goofy has a lot of good abilities for this fight aside from, well, okay, these are good, of course, but, the rest, he doesn't really need them, so let's stop stalling and get with the program. Let's go. I saw this accidentally one time in the main series. Oh, someone told me that I should use Tinkerbell, and I think someone said that that may help with the fact that Zisa silences you in the very beginning of the fight, which is annoying because, yeah, that's the thing. I know that this boss uses silence on you because I, encountered that. Tinkerbell. Okay. I actually don't know if silence prevents you from summoning, but people told me to use Tinkerbell. Not just for super bosses, but especially for this fight. I mean, the thing is, with Phantom, you weren't allowed to summon because, with that fight, you had to have Peter Pan with you, and you can't summon if you don't have Goofy and Donald with you. So, and with Ice Titan, you were by yourself. So, yeah. So speaking of Ice Titan and Phantom, so I expect this fight to be more problematic than, well, yeah, I do expect this fight to be more problematic than the other two fights because this is going to be an actual fight. Ice Titan and Phantom, they were more gimmicky, Okay. Okay, now I can hit him. Or now I can use magic. So, I guess I'm doing a ton of damage on him, so he is a Cobra thing. Okay, interesting. I swear, if I destroy him immediately, that'll be, hilarious, but I doubt that'll happen. Why is he in a shield? Should I... Oh. Just in case. Just in case. How do I... Do I have to break the barrier then? I might have to. Or does it disappear on its own? I hope that Tinkerbell is, helping out a lot. I mean, we're in pretty good health so far. Can I even air... Whoa! Can I even strike rate him? Doesn't it... The prompt isn't coming up, so... Oh, right, those orbs are dropped by Tinkerbell. Okay, I have to do something here then. Do I have to break the shield? Like, how do I... Okay, yeah, like, strike rate isn't... The prompt for strike rate isn't coming up, and there's nothing else I can target. Alright, I'll keep up Eroga, Justin. Or do I have to hit these back at him? Wow, he's actually down to green already. Oh, does it reflect him back at him? Okay. Okay, that's how I break the barrier. Okay, that makes sense now. I derped. But what else is new? Well, me trying to be cute by being derpy. Spoilers, it doesn't make you cute, it makes you look stupid. Because you are stupid. Also, I fear that I may have overdone it with the leveling and getting the ultimate weapon, but I actually have no regrets, But I'm sure you wanted an entertaining fight, but don't worry, the next two fights will be more entertaining. I assure you that, because those are the ones that'll be hard as balls. Because one of them, I fight by myself. The other one, I guess people say is generally hard. So I guess there's that to look forward to. Man, this is kind of getting slow. Nothing wrong with that, just... I mean, things are still happening. No doubt about that. It's just odd. Alright, here's more balls. You know what, I'll Eroga again. Yeah, so like for some reason I never thought about the idea of reapplying Erogas until like the Phantom fight. I always try to condition myself to use Eroga when it runs out, but I can always reapply it to myself just in case it dies. So okay, I guess Goofy did something. I assume it was MP gift. Is this going to be the entirety of the final part of the fight? Kind of slow. Not what I had expected from this. Ow. Okay, maybe I can't replenish, or I can't keep it up all the time. Maybe I can only effectively use Aroga when it runs out. Yeah, so I may have overdone it with the leveling since, I'll be honest, this isn't much of a challenge anymore. Oops. But like I said, the thing is, I was always aware that the Kurt Zisa fight, based on my previous experience with him, it was going to be an actual fight, and this is a super boss, which shouldn't be taken lightly. Like I said, the Phantom fight and the Ice Titan fight, I was worried less about them because, well, I mean, they kind of seemed easy and... Yeah, they kind of seemed easy, and once I actually did those fights, as it turns out, those fights go by their own rules. Like, Ice Titan, he can kick your ass and he can quickly kill you with his devastating moves sometimes, but it's a matter of reflecting icicles back at him. It doesn't matter how strong you are. So, I mean, maybe it does matter how strong you are when you have a chance to hit him when he's stunned, but for the most part, the icicles did the most amount of work in that fight. And as with the Phantom fight, it all depended on, I think the Phantom fight is in a case where the timing is strict. Oh, wait! I thought you were dying. Why are you back all of a sudden? Wow, this fight is going to be long, actually. Okay, we're still... I think that was... Okay, so I think that green bar from before was like a meat... Oh, you silenced us again. Okay, so this fight is actually far from over then. Okay, so that health bar that I was concerned about was actually referring to the shield, not the actual boss. Interesting. Okay, so this fight is actually going to be a thing. Cool. Whoa, 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 whoa. Alright. I was about to say, I'm mostly worried about Donald and Goofy dying if it means that I mostly want Tinkerbell to be here. Otherwise, that'll be bad. Because Tinkerbell is saving our lives, immensely right now. Okay, well, I guess it's kind of relieving that the fight wasn't going to be anticlimactically over so quickly, but at the same time, that would have been nice actually, but whatever. I guess the fight still goes on. Alright, just destroy this, destroy. I'm all I can't wait to use Kiraga again, or Eroga. Whoa, don't ew, crotch shot, ew. Let's keep this PG-13, shall we? Or PG, since, Disney and all. I mean, I guess that's supposed to be easily dodgeable. Then again, I have Tinkerbell, so I only have to worry somewhat. Alright, let's continue slashing at him again. So I take what I said back. This is still kind of decently challenging, but oh come on, I almost had you. Oh, we're doing this again? Oh. It's not the fact that this part is hard, it's just that this part is just slow. So yeah. I guess I'll ether myself or something. And thanks. Am I supposed to just block these? Or guard? I mean, I guess I'm supposed to hit the balls back at him, right? Also, that's a whole new attack altogether. No, it's those fireballs that are coming up. Good. These are the fireballs that I can work with. Or should work with, because they were the ones that were programmed to destroy the bubble. Thanks for giving us projectiles with which to destroy your bubble. I must appreciate that. Oh, more bubbles. Or more fire. Ow. I'm way too used to Aroga. I'm all like, I'll just walk into these. Oh wait, it can run out. Okay. Also, this seems to be... Okay, I deflected that, but it doesn't seem to be doing... So it doesn't seem to be hurting him. It's more like something I should just dodge altogether. Are you sure? I thought that did something just now. Maybe it's just me deflecting it just so I don't get hurt. Okay. Man, it'd be so awesome if I finish this fight in one try. Because, like, Zisa's very close to dying. So, it'll be tragic if I fail here. To be honest, I kinda don't see how I can fail. Don't test hubris. Don't tempt fate. Hubris is a thing. And boy, when hubris strikes, it strikes like a mofo. Come on. Oh, the shield is almost gone. Okay, it's these balls again. The highly accurate balls. No. I was like, let me try to guard. Let me try to do, like, Ice Titan on him. But no, it's... Yeah. Not a big fan of this part. Kinda draws the fight out, but hey, I mean... provides additional challenge, and you know, here I am bringing Tinkerbell into the fight, so we might to talk about challenge, huh? Or like, yeah, there we go, you're dead. Well, I mean, I guess you had to pad it out a little bit before I destroyed you or annihilated you, because you had only like one hit. You were only one hit away. That's the tragic part. You were one hit away, and we wouldn't have had to go through that second bubble, but we did. So that's my fault. Even with Ultimate Weapon, I screwed up. Whatever. I suppose I shouldn't have been level 78. But... that's another Superboss down. So I should be getting answer reports soon. I haven't been getting them. Tetsuken? Isn't that Squall's... There we go. Isn't that Squall's limit break?
Come on!
Or, I guess, Leon's limit break from Final Fantasy VIII, like his most powerful attack. Sanketsuken. Like, I keep on thinking that it's like a Street Fighter move, but... Well, actually, I don't know Street Fighter that well to begin with, but... 30% chance of unleashing a finishing combo attack that could destroy a weaker enemy. Okay, so it's kind of like... Ripple Drive and Stun Impact, but it is apparently strong as well. I guess Zantetsuken. That's how you said, Zantetsuken. Like that was Squall's ultimate well, one of his limit breaks in Final Fantasy VIII, right? Am I not correct? Okay, ooh, alright, we got a new Ansem's report. Right, let's read this. Opening the door to the world's heart causes its walls to crumble. Opening the door to a world's heart causes its walls to crumble. These fragments are seen as shooting stars. Interesting. This explains why these gummy blocks can travel freely to other worlds. I know the catalyst of this collapse, the appearance of the Heartless. However, it will take time to search out the world's doors and to retrieve each heart. Furthermore, the doors can be locked using a keyblade, making the heart forever unattainable. I must take action before the wielder of this key appears in this world. If the princesses and the keyblade are connected, they should resonate. I've chosen a girl. I don't know if she holds the princess's powers, but I will find out. She may lead me to the key bearer. I shall set her free and observe. Set her free and observe. Did Ansem have control over Kairi before we met her? So here's what I plan to do. You may think that because there's only 2 more super bosses left, there's only going to be 2 more bonus videos. There's actually going to be 2 more bonus videos remaining. There's actually going to be a 3rd bonus video, but the 3rd bonus video is going to be me reading all the Ansem reports. And then I'll be fighting Ansem off screen because we've seen the fight before and it's going to be faster with, you know, me being overleveled and having the ultimate weapon, but the main point of that video is going to be me showing off the final good ending. And then that will be how I finish off the Let's Play. But oh wow, I completed this now. Interesting. Well, so I guess Sephiroth and the other guy will fall into characters 1. It makes sense for Sephiroth to be here since he's a Final Fantasy character. The other guy, I don't know. Alright, Kurt Zisa, what is your story? Heartless had emerged from the Keyblade opened by the princesses. Well, yeah, you did appear after that Hollow Bastion episode. It swung its 6 powerful arms to attack Sora and company and block their attacks. But Sora saw out its weakness and emerged a victor, so pretty much what just happened in this entire video. It looks cool. Kinda like a scorpion with a cobra face. I didn't realize I was like a cobra asp head until like, I mean, it's mostly because I stayed away from him and tried to make sure I don't die when I first fought him, but yeah, that fight was interesting. I don't know, like, would I have been able to defeat Kurt Zisa at the end of the previous bonus video when I was at like 66, 67 instead of 78 with the ultimate weapon? I mean, I didn't give that a chance, but hey, it was recommended and I was wary. Well, okay. In the next video, I'll be going to here, where I'll be taking on the Platinum match. Why? Because I know that one Superboss fight is waiting for me there. It's going to be a one-on-one duel. And sadly, I do not have Omni Slash to save my life. It's going to be me versus the one-winged angel. Until then, thank you for watching, and see you next time. So long, farewell, Auf Wiedersehen, good night.